Halo! So long, Bowser. Thank you so much for playing my game.
What up? Why is it so bad every time? The first thing I say, I'm feeling a little bit better. I'm feeling a little bit better. Not perfect by any means. How you guys doing today? Welcome back once again to the D.O.N ATHON. This is the one and only place where you can get double or nothing show matches in the world of Rocket League straight to your monitor, phone, or TV if you're some kind of ancient person who watches Twitch on TV, which is me sometimes. But I guess I'm also ancient. You sure sound better? Good. Good. I wanted to lock that in to a degree. I got to sleep a little bit last night, which is always nice. When you're sick and you just sleep and you don't wake up with your throat throbbing, gotta coat that throat, if you know what I'm saying, with like a lozenge or whatever. Maybe I should do that right now. Who did they play after Joyo Ixo? Type 1 in chat if you're the throat coat. They played Eugen Matzer again. That's right. Eugen Matzer. Then I believe they played Tempo Raziers. Then they played Toxic and Smokes. And now it's their toughest match yet, maybe. Who knows? Diaz and Reveal. The Space Station Gamers. The Space Station Gamers are in EU. I thought you were going to get Rebellion. You thought wrong. No, I was thinking about getting Rebellion. But Rebellion, I talked to Rebellion and Space Station. Space Station were snappier with it. After promo, they gave it 13 months. Space Station were much snappier with it in terms of responding to me about getting a chance to play. Hope you're feeling better. Definitely better. No question. Definitely would take today over yesterday. Now, am I cured? By no means. Are you going to do any Falcons or Twisted Minds players? Probably not, because none of them wanted to play. That's right. It's day 39. It's day 39. Where's the tea today? It's a good point. I think I'm going in raw with no tea. With no tea. We'll see how it goes. We shall see. Maybe I'll go get a lozenge, though. That could be the play. Getting closer to Feer's age with every passing day. Let's go. Diaz Reveal. You know Bacchus is happy. Can you give us some tea? Curious about what's going on. I can give you guys some tea on the house. You guys want some tea on the new house? We're getting Baby Feer's room made. That's right. Can I get a housing in the chat? We had this little loft area that the previous owners didn't make a room for some reason, but it needs to be a room because Baby Feer needs to live there. So they're building it right now. They're housing. They're housing like crazy out there right now, to be honest. I don't know if we're going to be able to hear them or what. Gotta pull for Reveal Diaz. Why are you not housing yourself? Oh, I'm sorry. Does a software engineer turned streaming Rocket League commentator sound like someone who knows how to build? Does that sound like somebody who software engineer? Architecture, construction, not the same as engineering, by the way. is hearing the housing at the end of the stream or when. Hopefully it's never, because it is kind of on the other side of the house. Just build a house using SQL. Bro, just code the house. You guys have seen the stuff I've coded. Do you think I could code a house? Be honest. Beast Mode built his own house. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Just 3D print your software and then put it in the house. Need to change the insulation envelope? Uh-oh. You're saying words I don't even know, man. You're saying words I don't even know. If the builder came up and said that kind of stuff to me, I just go, Yaga? He'd say, do you want me to change the insulation envelope? I'd say, Yaga? I don't know, man. You do your thing. You tell me. Fear, you were my #1 channel on YouTube Cap this year. You were top 0.2% of viewers. Yo, W. W Himes. Have you guys checked out your YouTube review? I went and did this. Let me go see if I can find mine again. It starts auto-playing your top played song. Any guessers? Any guessers? I don't know if you can do this on anything but mobile. You guys want to see my top channels? Listen, the reality is I'm getting exposed as a Ludbud. Okay? I mean, 2 different Ludwig channels in my top 5 is crazy. Top 3%. I'm a Ludwig stan, bro. I didn't ask. Start the marbles. There's a bunch of stuff that no one cares about. I'm the challenger, bro. I'm the challenger. I like to watch competitive gaming. Therefore, I'm the challenger. Let's look back at some moments. These are boring. Is there anything else interesting? Chat, you guys often ask me what I listen to. Here are my top artists. 2 and 3 are there because of the stream. They have stream songs. But 1, 4, and 5 I actually listen to, which are Post Malone, Lights, and Linkin Park. Post Malone, Lights, Linkin Park. Is that interesting to you? Here are the games I watched. Are you guys getting this? Is this going in at all? Rocket League #1, Super Smash Bros. Melee, Super Mario 64, World of Warcraft, and League of Legends. And look at this. Look at this award. I wanted to show you guys this to you guys. You need to see this. Look at what award I got for my YouTube recap. Most likely to let's go full cam. You guys really need to read this. Most likely to explain complex topics in a way everyone can understand. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Most likely to explain complex topics in a way that everyone can understand. YouTube gets it. YouTube gets it. Can you explain that to me? Basically, I'm really good at explaining. And every time you guys spam question marks, it is in vain because everyone secretly understands exactly what I said. That's what I'm trying to say. And I know now to power through the question marks. Chat, I feel like I like question marks more than I like this emote. Thoughts? I have a... First off, it's your boy Soul. Thanks for adding it. Secondly, I do think that question marks are just better than this emote. So, say goodbye to it. Sorry. Sorry, but it be gone. Is gone. Riot all you want. Riot all you want. But chat, what have I always preached? What have I always preached? Uniformity. What do we need in this chat? Uniformity. Kind of like how we uniformly have everyone rioting right now. That's exactly what I'm talking about. That's what we need. It's very clear what... Well, actually, really it's just coy, but it's very clear that the whole chat wants to riot right now. When you guys type question marks and some of it gets converted to, you know, a DSC emote, some of it doesn't. That's just no good. Do we really want this Vacuous emote, by the way? I feel like we can get rid of this. And I don't know why it was made special. Like, what is this? Why is it just like a guy with a vacuum in his bum? Do we need this emote? Why? Oh, Vac-anus. Vacuous likes it? What the hell is Vacuous? That's what I'm saying, dude. Okay, I get if you guys really want to keep it. If it feels like one we don't necessarily need. I think we should remove the pants. No, I'm good. I'm good. What time is match, please? You guys know what that means. Someone asked. Timer has to get a little bit bigger. You can, however, remove that and I cumped if you remove Lowell. Wait, why is Lowell censored? That's funny. That is funny. Burbo went and made this emote just so that when Vacuous tried to censor his Lowell type, it just came up as Lowell but with a censor in front of it. Now see, this is funny, but only for a bit, because Vacuous is going to dodge this, and then it's just going to split everyone in chat between Lowell and censored Lowell. Which... Hey, Fear, what are you going to be doing when ZEN Atow take all your money? The Dawn-a-thon will be over. Why'd you go live 24 hours before the game? I actually went live late today. The Dawn-a-thon, I'm supposed to be live from 10 a.m. to 3 a.m. Sorry, 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. But we're running it different today because I've been a bit under the weather and I'd rather not yap for 5 hours straight when I'm trying to recover. You have a paper to write and you're sitting here campaigning for an emote to be removed. This is what Twitch does. As you can see, I have 24 hours left. If anything, what I needed to do was go live earlier. I needed to go live earlier. But I don't know, chat. We'll see. Once upon a time, and even though the guy was a first-time chatter, maybe he came from a previous day, we used to go live only right before every show match. But a lot of that was around the fact that streaming wasn't my job. Streaming wasn't my job, so I had to do my other job. And then the only time I could go live was minutes before I could do the match, log off, and go back to doing my other job. Now, I only have one job. This one. So if anything, I should be going live more often. You have me under your nose? Yes, I guess in a way all of you guys are under my nose. Vacuous is in school dropping a fat bag on Feer. You know what's crazy too is he doesn't even pay his tuition. He just takes out massive loans. And then he just uses part of those loans to pay me. Happy birthday! Listen, I might have to address the allegations. Unc maybe has gotten even older. Happy birthday. I just want to say happy birthday to... Wait, I thought... right here. Yo, happy birthday, Chopasan, Stealthy Wolf, Mykin, Ground Zero, Tho, Magix, and Siphone. Happy birthday. Real Fear Force kind of aura. Chat's my birthday tomorrow for real. Someone remember and make my day. Happy birthday to my favorite bald streamer. Happy birthday to all y'all. In a way, it's all of our birthdays because it's NA versus EU. We've brought a birthday present to all of chat, and that is ZEN and Atow versus Diaz and Real. Bro, you're 33 too? Yeah. Getting kind of old. Getting kind of up there. Surely you guys are still down to watch a 33-year-old streamer though, right? Still As fresh as I ever was. Stream has only gotten better and better. Aging like fine wine. Surely this is all things that you guys have been thinking in your head. You gonna do more ZEN Atow versus NA show matches? If we can fit them in, my guess is no. My guess is tomorrow the EU bracket starts and then the next day the NA bracket starts. So neither, well, basically once the LAN starts, no. And I'm only gonna be able to do one today. So if ZEN and Atow win, then maybe I could sneak a second one in if like a Rebellion team wanted to play. But most likely it'll be just one. And then we'll just have to do the double or nothing, assuming they double, and go to 2,000 after the end of the LAN back with NA players. Maybe I'll try and pull in some of the Saudi players you guys are always talking about. Maybe they could be interested in trying to end a 6-in-a-row streak. This is where they lost last time, right? This is where they lost to Oski Toxic. So they're looking to repeat their streak. They won 4, then lost. Now won 4 again. So they're 8-1. 8-1 in series. And they've lost very few games. And they're trying to go for 9-1 in series. As a 33-year-old watching a 33-year-old, I'll disregard the accusations. Expedition 33. I hear that's fun. I hear that's a good game. Mina is, of course, less interesting because they are not in EU right now. They were not invited to the, how do you say, party, really. This kickoff LAN. They're not there. Chat, look at Man City. Yo, is Tempo tall? This is Tempo, right? And this is Edgeby. And this is Acro. It's Man City. Surely he stands on a podium? No way. Is he actually just short? Wait, I can actually see it because... No, I don't know. Oh, the other guys are short? No, he looks like he's pretty tall, dude. Man City, the famous human rights violators? Dude, I don't know what's going on with Man City. They have some haters. I do not follow football, so I could not tell you what's going on with the haters, but... Redacted! Did you message TRK for 1v1s, or is it understood he won't participate? I haven't heard from TRK in a long time. Any bruvs in the chat want to tell me why Man City's the worst club? How about Space Station Gamers? Space Station Gamers. Chronic looks like a proud dad. Chronic is confirmed tall. I think Diaz might be a bit short. Reveal might be a little bit short. But I think Chronic is tall too. Chronic was taller than me. Which means you know he's freaking tall. Can you guys see I'm wearing like my snow gear today? I woke up and I was just so cold. I think it had something to do with me being sick and a little bit with the house and the city just being a bit colder. How tall are you? Any guessers? I'm just a sickly old man. Yeah, it's exactly right. It's only getting hated because it's an oil club, so they don't earn the money themselves. Got it. Looking a little too handsome. You guys like the vest? 5'11", 5'10", 3'8". For those of you who met me in person, you know I'm 6 foot. Almost 6'1". Almost 6'1". The Rebels! Look at them. The running Rebels. Kofor's done being grandma. He is done being grandma. And instead, he's being a young person. I can dig it. I can dig it. You're taller than Feer? Did we stand back to back with Crizzle? Twitter? Uh-oh. 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 Oh, okay. This is actually maybe better. Better news, but it might throw everyone off. I can ask. Oh, okay. Sounds good. Yeah, let's see if we can get it going then. We might start early, chat. Everyone else might get psyched out. Let's see. Let's see if we can get them in early. It looks like the opponents are not here, or not at their computers. So there's a chance they were planning to return, but I'll let them know, and we'll see what happens. Who did ZEN and Atow get beat to get here? Great question. Bang! This is your answer to that. Here is how they're at level 5 again. It is against Joyo Ixo, Eugen Matzer, Tempo Raziers, Toxic Smokes, and now Diaz Reveal. I wanted to see where Diaz Reveal are in 2s. Reveal number 6, Diaz number 10. ZEN number 2. It's actually kind of interesting. Nast overtaking him. And where's Atow? 15. So the average rank, what, 2 and 15 is somewhere around 7-ish. And Diaz and Reveal somewhere around 7.5. I mean, this is, as we all know, averaging your spot in the top 100 is an extremely reliable way to know who's going to win. And that would tell us that it's going to be pretty close. Who's 14 and who's 39? The best duo in the game right now would be Stizzy and Alpha 54. The Vitality duo, dude. They would go crazy. I don't know why, but Casey have a banana cut in half. You're a great streamer? Wait, that's a paid chatter down to the T, right? Isn't that exactly what the paid chat says? Jacket Feer? You like it? That's pretty based to come in here and hit the exact paid chatter. Chat, do you guys think it's better, ZEN or Exotic at Rock, Paper, Scissors? The answer is a farm. Exotic destroyed him. You can watch it again. Well, I'm not getting paid and I think you're a great streamer. Appreciate that. It was a 3-0. It was a 3-0. It wasn't even close. You know what I need to do still? Is I need to create the Diaz Reveal team flag. There's 2 different greens that I see in the Brazil flag. This one looks more correct to me. Also, the Brazil flag is like more square. And then I think the USA flag is more like rectangle. Is this interesting content for you guys? Are you loving this? As someone who looks at flags a decent amount, this is quite interesting to me. I always do. I think we're gonna have to do the USA top right or top left. I think it's gonna look so much better. You need to have the stars section, right? Still no word on going early, by the way. I am keeping that in my eyesight here in case we do need to go early. Or we can go early, I should say. Just mention it's your birthday to them? No, I think they're just away. I think that they knew when it was. Maybe they had scrims end. I think they were talking about scrims ending at around like 3 minutes ago. So it would be unsurprising to see like scrims end and then step away. Although it does look like Atow is in game now. I'm going to invite him just to make sure he notices I messaged him. And see if they can maybe get going early. Are Diaz and Reveal on? Do I have Reveal on Steam? I don't think I do. Do I? No, I do. He's just not in game. And Diaz has changed his name. I don't even recognize it. Guland, thank you for the prime. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. Maybe my invitation will at least get Atow to read the message. Chat, that 25 minutes till match could be a lie. We just have Atow at least in game. Me, myself, and I. Oh, that's what Diaz's name is? Sorry, you're getting a nickname on my friends list. Add nickname Kenzo. No, I put Diaz. Happy birthday. May God bless you, Jesus is Lord. Thank you. Happy B-Day, Scam God. Pfft, feels like two different, you know, extremes. All right, chat. I might actually be warm. I might actually be warm enough to take this off. One prime sub and I take the jacket off. I mean, I would have shown it, but it's just too tight. I can't do something. Okay. All right, gamers. It seems like the planned time will remain, at least for now. Aganazi Poo, thank you for the gifted sub. So we'll have to stay entertained. Alrighty. If only there was something we all love to do that we thought was a good time. Smokey J 710, thank you to 22 months. Happy birthday, gamer. Thank you. Wait, listen closely, guys.
6 7 6 7 6 7 6 7.
Do you guys want to watch this on loop for 22 minutes and 19 seconds?
7 6 7 6 7 6 7 6 7 6 7 6 7 6 7 6 7 6 7.
Some people hate this so much. Jonzo Gonzo, thank you for 2 months prime. Please end the wavy loop. I was gonna end it anyways. I'm so unbothered by it. Some people freaking hate it. Some people, hey! The ninjas. And they've got a little alligator. Look at that little alligator. And I can be Oli. Look at the unks, dude. They might go out there and win it all. 100x 35. Novo. I still don't like the name of this 100x 35. Don't hate their jerseys, but they gotta just change their name. Novo jersey, much sicker. Honestly, Foot jersey's pretty cool. It's nice that we don't have to hate Foot with all our hearts anymore. What is 100x 35? Somebody told me. I forget though. Yo, is Rise tall? Chat, are we as North Americans kind of short? Since when is Rise this tall? I'm not sure if I've talked to Rise in person or before. Is Justin kind of short? Are Justin and Magic Bird both kind of short? Justin and Magic Bird just 2 feet tall. Got it, got it, got it. Everybody knows the closer your hands are to the controller, or the closer your brain is to the controller, aka short, you're better at the game. That's why I am so bad at the game, because I'm so tall. Ask Grok to explain this post. No, I'm good. I'm good. I think I know exactly what's going on in this post. Low input lag human, yeah. You know who's not average height human? Oski. Oski is not average height. This is not Nas and Archie being shorts. What do you guys think they rated? Chat, what tier would you put me in? F, 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 D, B for bald, F for fear, F for fear, F for fear. Yeah, that sounds fair. I'm okay, I'll take that. Surely it's just because of my letter starts with fear, right? Or it starts with an F. B for bald, I'll also take. S for DSC. No, DSC would be D tier. Surely. Surely in your system. Johnny and S. Because S for Johnny. Oh no, I see how it is. F for idiot. Can you guys hear the drill? How many matches today? Probably just one. I'm so used to sitting off to the left like I used to have to. Alright, I think that's all the Media Day pictures we saw posted to Twitter. Here's the schedule for tomorrow, chat. Are you guys going to be here? Are you guys going to drop your Twitch Primes and get your exclamation point drops here in my stream? Am I going to be here tomorrow? I am. I am going to be here tomorrow. HB. It's pretty lazy, right? Might as well just not. Might as well just not type it. Surely? No, thank you. The Venus and Will I Am Manly. Might as well just not type it, right? HB is like, I have to check the box so you can't say I didn't say it. Can't say I didn't say it. Long stream tomorrow. Long stream tomorrow. Gonna be good times. Maybe we can finally get that massive timer 24 hours down a bit. Is ZEN Diaz, is ZEN Atow Diaz revealed at the end of the stream or when? It is... Oh yeah, dude, the alien pleasers. Those are the OGs. Those are the OGs, dude. Remember when we used to rock it on the Rule 1 stream? Good times. I'll have to tell you a fun Rule 1 story one day. But first, Kep would never make us wait 15 minutes for a ZEN Atow matchup. Do you want me to check and see how long Alpha Kep's been live today? Don't make me check. Something tells me it's many hours. Chat, type exclamation point play. Is there a coin flip? Oh, Will I Am Manly. Will I Am Manly. What is it going to be? We have someone who has redeemed a VIP coin flip. What that means is they've spent 250,000 of their channel points.
Actually your birthday, I would like to say. Happy birthday, Feer. Here's too many more. Your chat has made me weary. I may be becoming my own meme. We shall see.
No, it's legit my birthday. I know chat says happy birthday to me a lot, but this is the actual day. You're okay. You're not getting scammed. All right, Will I Am Manly. He wants tails. He has spent 250,000 channel points in order to become a VIP. If he does not get tails, not only does he lose his 250,000 channel points, but he also gets a 2-week ban as a reward for his failure. But what he can win is amazing. It's something we all dream of. It's something you'd have to go to 100 streams in a row to get any other way, which we know you're not about to do that. You can barely make it to this stream and stay locked in. Right now, Will I Am Manly is going to do it the right way. He's going to do it by being good at Gamba and being able to predict matches correctly. It's got him these points, and now it's time to see if he can get a half-price VIP. Chat, we're looking for tails. Bang! Will I Am Manly, welcome to the crew. Welcome to the elite crew of VIPs. Not handed to few. Or sorry, not handed to many, only gifted to few. He knows ball and coin. It's true. We should have known he'd be able to predict. NA or LAN ping? EU ping. I'm not there, so it can't be like a LAN server. 24 hours. The last day of the Dawn-a-thon ends now. A 40 stream streak to celebrate your 40 year outside the womb. It's not 40 years. It is not 40 years. Arizona isn't an EU. It's not. Believe it or not. It's not a subset of EU. Chat, can I get an HB? Can I just get an HB in chat? You don't even have to prime. You don't even have to give the sub. You just have to type HB. Didn't Edgeby already play? No, not Edgeby. HB. I am not a big birthday person. What about you guys? I feel like your birthdays end at like 18. Maybe 21. Then you're done having a birthday. It's just, you know, another day. In fact, my wife likes to go on hunting trips, and so she'd often even be gone. So I'd just be like, hanging out. Just another day. By myself. You're not a birthday person, it's more of a chore. On my birthday, I'd rather put all the money into the presents instead of a party. Though the difference though is I'm actually doing something this birthday. Only because a show that my friends wanted to go to happened to fall on this day. So we're gonna go to that and we're gonna pretend like we're doing it because it's my birthday. But it's definitely not. We're gonna do it no matter what. Throwing a B-Day party for your friend tomorrow? I mean, it's kind of fun. Shout out people who have the energy to like throw a party for your 33rd birthday and like have people over. Seems like a lot of work. You know? But there's no question that if I were to do something like that, I'm sure it'd be a good time, you know? I'm sure I'd look back and be like, wow, that was great. Chat, we're gonna watch ads. After the ads, we're gonna run the marbles, then we're gonna run the match. You going to see Lincoln Park? Are they coming into town? Into Arizona? By the way, it's spelled Lincoln, like this. Unless you mean you want me to actually go see it. Like, I'm sure there's a park called Lincoln Park. Do you want me to just go see that park? I don't know where that park is. What are you going to see? And how far of a drive is it from your new house? How far of a drive would you say is it from your new house? And then also, how far would you say this one post office is? And then just to get the full triangulation, how far away would you say is this one more location? And once you give me all three, I'll be at your house tomorrow. How is Lincoln Park still playing? They have a lady who has taken over as that role. And she's really good. She does a great job. And it's also just different enough that it's not like she's trying to just be an exact replacement. This is like, is this name pay to win? This name really jumps out more than any others. Trash Night 420. I don't know if that name, getting that golden name is pay to win or what, but. Are you streaming on other platforms too? Yeah, I stream to YouTube as well. We do Twitch and YouTube. Honestly, as I've talked about before, frick YouTube. Streaming to YouTube maybe was ultimately a bad strategy decision in the long run that has led to slicing my YouTube video viewership and spreading it out over VODs, and therefore dampening both videos and reducing potential reach. This is possible. It could be true. But as of now, we do stream on YouTube as well. Chick Bungo, they've the 52 months. Chat, welcome back to this 94th edition of Marbles Mers Day. It is Marbles Mers Day. We run this every week, as you guys know. Joke's on you, I watch on your Twitch and YouTube at the same time. YouTube VODs have potential to crack serious revenue, though. I wouldn't say that's the experience I'm having. Just make a Feer live YouTube. Could have been the play, maybe, but I didn't do that. All right, chat, it's time to run. We're running the marbles. We race bait no longer, and then we get into the actual match. Have you considered a dedicated VOD channel? It is something that I could do. But then, I don't know. I don't know if that's the right answer either. Maybe it is. I feel like the reason the VOD channel would work is because no one would know it exists. And if the reason why it would work is because no one knows it exists and therefore people would watch the videos again, then shouldn't I just not stream to YouTube? Koi looking pretty strong. Unloosened movie. Project Vanishing. The big reveal. Leave it 3 months tier 1. Appreciate you, gamer. Just do a NordVPN.
More than 60,000 minutes listened on their Spotify Wrapped.
You guys listening to music like crazy? I don't use Spotify because I'm an Android user. Yeah, I mean, you obviously you can use Spotify on Android, but maybe you're saying you're not like a basic B, which I think would be someone who uses Apple and also Spotify. Wow, so mean. Listen, I don't care. At some point you reach... At my age, the ripe old age of 32, you really don't care about any of that anymore. But I'm still aware of the trends and what other people would say. Pretty sheep move to not be a sheep. Everyone knows that not being a sheep is the new sheep move. I've already wrapped back around. And I just do all the basic things because that's actually the new meta. Are you sick on your birthday? I know. It's not even fair. It's not even fair. I don't understand. It shouldn't be an allowable set of things that can happen in this world. Chat, I hope you guys are ready to type a ton of DSC if Koi wins this. Because it is looking really promising for Koyak to become King of the Marbles. If he doesn't choke, he's in. He's done it. He has done it. Koi, you gotta remind me to not take your VIP away when you're no longer king. You, of course, already have a VIP, legit. You don't need the king VIP. Koyak is your King of the Marbles. This is a win for DSC. Give him the channel. Oh, hopefully declarations work. I might need to refresh the declarations. Ooh, yeah, let me refresh declarations. Should be good now. Sumit Shigur. I don't know if you knew it when you signed up for today's game, but you were risking a 2-week timeout and you are the winner. Congratulations on your loss. All right. Koi, you should be able to declare now. Let me see if I can give your scam declare back.
Score team 39.
Score team 39.
Score team 39.
Score team 39. Score team 39. Perfect. This is a great time to start a intro. The D.O.N continues. It is 2v2. It is ZEN and Atow going for their 5th win in a row. We are in the best of 7 stage. They're trying to win $1,000 by beating Diaz and Reveal. That's right. This match is happening right before the kickoff land. So NA is in EU and they're ready to play maybe their toughest matchup yet in this run. Nailed it. Who got nuked? Oh, Madami. Someone got a 17 streak, which is basically just a full day. Oh, he ate it on purpose, dude. You kidding me? He posted Frankers. Clearly, he just wanted to eat a timeout. I feel no remorse. We're closing prediction before it even started. You know I didn't make that one. I lean on the side of overshooting. Check Discord. Nice. The Crizzles cat is watching the stream today. This cat is locked into marbles. So what do you do? What is this? What he didn't show is minutes later he jumped up and attacked the monitor. Can I get a waiting angry? When is the match starting? Listen, if I popped it up now, it would just say exclamation point start. That's why I always hide it in case it has to start late. We're waiting for some restroom breaks, and a certain toe is not back. How's the fam doing? Fam's doing great. Let's just build the suspense. NA versus EU. It could start at any minute.
Paper scream start match, paper scream start match, paper scream start match, paper scream start match, paper scream.
Deepest Scream start match. How does the fan feel about 33? I think we feel good. How's the new crib? New crib is the old crib. It's interchangeable.
Wales.
Did Dr. Feer get the ick now that you're so old? From what I can tell so far today, she does not have the ick. I'll keep you updated. Wait, chat, are you guys ready? Dad Who Games, let me know he was ready. I've been waiting for you guys to confirm you're ready for the match. Are you guys ready? I need everyone in chat to ready up. Wait, hold on a sec. Give me a sec. See, that's why we can't start, dude. Still making food. 1 second. See, that's why it hasn't started. Are you going to Copenhagen? No. No, I'd have to leave right now. My flight would have to be taken off this second. Chat, looks like tempo is legit tall. Based on another picture I just saw. Abobad. Abobad is ready. Press any button to start. We had Atow 15 minutes ago. But we don't have him now.
Abob and Taina Toitek are all on their way to Sivglor from Gunbert's dastardly crime of robbery.
Wasby Was, saving the 7 months prime. We're waiting for one more prime sub and then we'll start. Super sexy, thank you for the prime. I was lying, we needed one more prime. We got Atow. We got him. Getchable, thank you for the 11 months. Snip and Sip, thank you for the prime. I was lying, we needed one more prime. We were on the precipice of starting this match. All we need is for you to check and see if your Twitch Prime is available. Sleaze Breeze, thank you for the 14 gifted. Jonas Brother, thank you for the gifted. I appreciate the subs. Sleaze Breeze, thank you for the 14. How many have you given now? You have given 1,143 according to mine. Jonas Brother, thank you for the gifted. Here's the thing about starting a chat, is that it's actually not a gifted sub. If you listen closely, even though we got 15 gifted just now, I was specifically asking for a prime. And listen, some of you guys are probably thinking something silly like Reveal isn't back from the bathroom yet, and that's just not true. I'm being fully honest. Can we get a Prage for reveal? Okay, he's back. 1 prime just for fun. Reality is we're going to start no matter what, but doesn't mean you can't prime. Chat, here we go. Were you stuck on my face? Chat, here we go. We have no overlay. Oh my goodness, does this guy ever stream? It is gonna be ZEN and Atow versus Reveal and Diaz in a nice best of 7. I need to make sure I remind them so they know. As ZEN will be first to score. ZEN has been first to score against many players, and he will be first to score here. We have Reveal and Diaz of Space Station Gaming in Copenhagen, in EU, ready to play. We can take a little look at their pings off this kickoff. Under 24 ping for everybody in the lobby, despite the fact that these are players that normally are not queuing too much against each other. Although I say that, and I might be lying to you, because Reveal is known for queuing a lot of EU servers. Reveal, a very high-rated 2s player, and he has farmed a lot of that MMR, is my understanding, from EU2s. He is, back in the day with him and Scribbles, were both guys who were very willing to queue EU2s. So maybe they're as prepped as anybody could be to play against these two. I talked about their rankings before. ZEN is actually not rank 1 in 2s, which is pretty unique. Normally, he is sitting rank 1 by many hundreds of points. Nas has taken over as rank 1. ZEN is rank 2. Atow all the way down somewhere in the 15 range. And Reveal and Diaz actually sit higher than Atow. So the average rank of the teams is probably pretty equal. Atow is not going to be able to dodge a bump and make a save on Diaz's dribble. Diaz, by the way, is playing as me, myself, and I. That is Diaz, though, as he dunks over the top of Atow. Atow could not challenge early. Felt like he needed to stay down in order to not just get himself demoed. So really, Reveal did everything that he needed to. That is something that you see Reveal play a lot in 3v3 as well. A very physical demo-like player. Everyone from that original SSG squad was. Reveal, Kofer, and Scribbles all liked to play a pretty demo-heavy game. Atow on the other side of the field, known for that as well with KC. And 2v2 is definitely a game mode which benefits from the physical gameplay. Anytime you get a moment where you're attacking a single defender, oftentimes there's a bump or a demo threat, and Reveal passing to himself off the ceiling. ZEN and Atow looking for their 5th win in a row. If this is your first time tuning into the Double or Nothing stream, it is a series of show matches where players can double up their prize pool after winning if they think they can win again. ZEN and Atow started the first 2 streak, ended up losing it, but before anyone cashed out, they won again and took back over. Now they're on 5 straight and $1,000 on the line for them. If they win, they could cash out then, or they could try and double up again. Go for 2,000, more and more reward as time keeps going on. But first, they have to win. Diaz catching, taking this to the ground, and flicking it past Atow to give North America and South America credit. Diaz, although he is playing in North America for their LCS. Their 2-1 lead. Reveal. Carry over the top of Atow. ZEN manages to get this past Diaz, and Diaz was cheating in. Diaz instantly drops the sorry. He had a lot of faith in himself to be able to get a shot here, so he creeped up, but he just got beat by ZEN. Didn't have faith, and that is not the right guy to doubt in terms of his ability to get clears off the back wall or really do much of anything in the game. So we will get tied up 2-2 at around 2:22 on the clock. Atow lobbing this one up to ZEN. This one's on target. Reveal will make the save. Diaz and Reveal both have boost to work with and should be able to use that to escape and get themselves on offense in theory. ZEN dunking this first dribble attempt out of their half, but now they're into the blue half. Shot on target denied. Atow grabs the demo, so Diaz is up here alone. Diaz knows how to score by himself, but not when he gets deleted off the map. Reveal did a good job catching back up. Demo of his own. Diaz not able to dive in and make anything out of that pass directly across the net. But I like what I've seen from Diaz and Reveal as opposed to the few EU teams that have looked like they're really struggling from the get-go against ZEN and Atow. These guys have been able to make plays. Nice save from Diaz. And now running upfield, unable to challenge Atow. ZEN has boost. I don't know if Atow's been able to reset. Diaz rejoins the play, bumps ZEN off the ball, makes Reveal's life easy. And he will carry it back into the blue half. Tied game in this game number 1. Atow quick thinking on the side flip to take that away. Pass to ZEN, cut off by Reveal. Reveal picking up a demo, making it easy on Diaz, knowing he has to play only against one player. And now he's looking at a wide open net. Diaz gonna make it 3-2. The demo sent Atow all the way back, so I thought Atow would be around to make a play, but he creeped out and he drops a sorry, and it's gonna lead to Reveal and Diaz taking the lead. ZEN trying to throw a kickoff goal into the net. It's something that these guys have gotten a lot of in their twos matches in this format. Able to get 1 or 2 goals to accent what is also a dominant midfield game from them. Usually they're ending with multiple goal leads. They have not dropped a game, except for against 2 duos in their 9 matches. One to Oski Toxic, which is the series that ended their run last time, right at this $1,000 level. They also lost 1 game to Joyo Seiko at the start of this run. Since then, haven't lost a game. Diaz going to get stopped on his dribble at the crossbar. Reveal needs to try and lob this away. 2 demos in a row. The net is wide open. Diaz is respawned and cuts off Atow's shot. Really fortunate respawn for the North Americans. And this one should hit ground in the corner. Reveal and Diaz will take game number 1 in this best of 7. Diaz is rocking the Birmingham Major Contender while Atow is rocking the Birmingham Major Champion. Is that not a way to get an edge up? Like 90% of lobbies, that tag for Diaz looks really cool, but when you're playing in a lobby with the guy who's got the Major Champion version of it, wait, ZEN is Season 4 Grand Champ too? He's stealing my aura. Look at me. I have Season 4 Grand Champ. Me, ZEN, and Daniel, we're all Season 4 Grand Champs. Surely ZEN isn't going to remove it now that he sees my tag. Diaz didn't ready up, and now he's also not joining. Did he run away? Game number 2. ZEN and Atow versus Reveal and Diaz. Reveal and Diaz have already accomplished something that many duos could not, which is taking a single game. Can they keep it up and take a whole series? Or will it be like Joyo Seiko, who got one? ZEN and Atow, such a great duo. ZEN launched this upfield. Atow, instead of taking a shot, just puts it off the ceiling and back down. Reveal felt like he had to react to that initial play. And ZEN gets an easy wide open net. Atow lobbing one up to ZEN, who drops down. What a save from Diaz. We watched from Diaz POV. He was able to save 54 boost while chain dashing along the back wall to get speed to make that save. And now might be able to use that boost for something meaningful here on a counterattack the other way. Atow is sniping demos at any moment he sees them. And it's leading to potential advantages. Oh my goodness, this is a pass that Reveal will be able to make up for. Got cut off by Atow. Diaz off the side wall. 2 defenders in nets. 1 without boost, 1 with boost. Diaz dunks, makes it free for Reveal, and he's not going to miss that. Atow and ZEN both tried to slow Diaz down. And Diaz did something that almost no one else has been able to do against these guys either, which is win a 50 in a way that stays, you know, relevant for his team or is something that can actually follow up. Every time ZEN and Atow get 50s in previous matches, it always seems to go their way. Now here's a fake kickoff as ZEN runs ahead, and it's pretty straightforward finish from there. Like I said, smart kickoff gameplay from ZEN and Atow. Not afraid to throw in the cheesy kickoff. I mean, I don't even know if cheesy is the right word. Just different strategies you've probably heard people complain about in the past. I think one of the main complaints about 2's kickoff strategies were usually, you know, this is bad practice because RLCS is 3s and these 2's kickoffs never happen in 3s. Well, now RLCS is 2s as well. So there really can be no complaints. It's time to practice everything. Oh my goodness. Reveal was running up ahead trying to play interference on the 2 defenders, and Diaz was very close to being able to score. They're going to reverse roles right now. Atow, what a save to survive the bump pressure and make that play. ZEN using a little bit of wall dashing to get this dribble going. But Diaz makes the save. Reveal will dribble it from the back wall to try and put it back on offense. Atow, air dribble gets bumped off the ball. Diaz able to catch Atow on a recovery back. ZEN has no boost to work with. So there's a good chance that this possession ends here, except for Reveal couldn't gain control in a meaningful way. Atow able to dunk it, keep it in the orange half. Diaz popped this high. Thought he made it impossible for someone to make a play, but ZEN finds a way to get to the ceiling and keep the dribble going. Now Atow air dribble denied. There's been a bunch of offense for ZEN and Atow. Reveal now playing in a temporary 1v1, but falling to the ground with 0 boost. Not likely to break past. It's been a lot of midfield play here as we look for the 4th goal of this game number 2. Reveal gets just a good enough 50 to not have that go straight in the nets. As this drops into the blue corner. ZEN has a full tank, but he's looking to try and save as much of it as possible. Waited to go to the ground. Pogoed, I think, there behind the ball. I don't know if he was trying to fake a pogo shot or just missed it. The director cam switched our POVs right in that moment. Atow ceiling challenge. Reveal seems to notice that right away and looks to play the 50. Maybe even save a little bit of boost. Diaz, I think he regrets missing that. I think that's just a straight miss. He says sorry. This is not a fake. Sometimes you'll see players fake and let the ball bounce off the back wall because they feel like if they threaten to clear to the corner, they can get the offense to leave and maybe escape. This is not one of those times. This was Diaz just missing and leaving the ball for Atow, who will make it 3-1. Diaz has a potential open net as Atow tries to dodge Reveal. Reveal has proven to be so good at this and is looking for it anytime he possibly can. Atow dodged out of the way. Credit to Diaz as well. Just because somebody's getting chased down with a bump doesn't mean the goal is free. You have to know how to use the help from your teammates and put the ball where the defender can't get back to. Diaz does that by dropping it down. Minute left to go for the NA duo to try and equalize. Reveal actually does still get his dunk after trying to set something up out of the corner. ZEN has no boost to work with, but he'll throw it on target. Diaz and Reveal with boost and possession. What can they make? Atow is already on the ceiling waiting for Reveal to bring him the ball. Reveal went around him, has a reset, tried to go top right, didn't get it. And the follow-up 50 is denied by ZEN. Can the Space Station Gaming team stay on offense, though, is the question. ZEN pre-flip. Reveal believed he was going to make contact. They both have 100 boost in the tank now, and it's actually Atow and ZEN rotating back with fairly little. Shot opportunity for Diaz. He puts it right where 2 defenders are. Still, possession continues. 20 seconds to work with. Reveal wants to get back down to the ball, and he cannot. ZEN escapes with an air dribble. Will they have another chance at possession? ZEN breaking up this one early. Reveal gets dunked by Atow, and that's probably it. So I think that moment right there needed to be a win for Reveal and Diaz because it'll hit the ground. And game number 2 will go to ZEN and Atow. Thank you, first-time chatter, for saying happy birthday. Okay, he did. You know what? I was going to say, because he's a first-time chatter, I think he did accidentally say feet. All of the main chatters say feet intentionally now. It's like a bell curve, where the brand new chatters say feet on accident, and the people who have been here forever say feet. Game number 3. ZEN and Atow able to answer back. Diaz and Reveal. Oh my goodness, have proven to be worthy opponents though. And I think they just got ZEN to own goal. Oh no, it was Atow. Atow to own goal. Oh no, never mind, it was ZEN, yes. A shot almost in. Bounces across the net and into the back of ZEN's car. ZEN instantly answers for his own goal. Again, kickoffs in general, you know, even with Diaz and Reveal being slightly better than every other opponent they played, it's definitely been kickoffs favoring the European team. Atow maybe going for a Spanish there. Seemed like he was running for a bump. Seems to be red. ZEN made that save. And now it's just running ahead of the ball. I think he was looking for demos himself, but he got himself demoed by Reveal. Reveal dribbling from ceiling heights. Doing something that his teammates is famous for, the full field dribble. But he falls short of the nets and will look to help out his teammate on his back rotation. Able to pick up that back corner boost, and he's right back to where he was before, but maybe in a slightly better situation. Diaz making sure to avoid ZEN slamming to the ceiling. And now turning back to dunk Atow. Is he trying to backflip bump right now? Did he just try and get in front of Atow and then backflip him to send him away? It seems like it had to be a mistake, and it led to this counterattack. But I swear he was trying to extend a bump. I don't think it's possible when you have forward momentum to backflip bump somebody. Maybe he's just trying to cut him off. Either way, I think it worsened his recovery and led to the 2-1 lead for ZEN and Atow. No boosts for anybody on the orange team. Reveal gets demoed. Diaz makes the save though and buys himself a little bit more time. That was a dire situation they escaped from. Now they have boost to work with and stand a better chance of surviving. Diaz so quick on the catch and dribble. Atow looking for the right time. Look at ZEN. ZEN is off bump and Reveal. This SSG duo has sparked a little bit of physical play from ZEN and Atow that we haven't even really seen. We've seen ZEN and Atow pre-jumping, looking for passing plays in the air. But they said, no. We're going to match the physicality. We're going to go for bump plays as well. Diaz has a 1v1 with Atow with low boost, and Diaz is too good at this. Those of you who have watched this channel know Diaz is not to be messed with. ZEN chain dashed his way out of the play and probably was chasing down Reveal, to be honest. He got himself past the ball. I thought, why not go for another demo? Diaz hanging out on the ground, trying to prevent this from falling down. Forced Atow to use all of his boost and his flips, essentially make him easier to dispossess. Diaz did get this around ZEN. Reveal doesn't have boost to work with, so he's going to back off. Atow, not much for him as well, so he just takes a bounce shot, throws it towards the net. Diaz would have been in a rough spot if ZEN was around, but he was not. So he catches a break. And Atow will start a dribble from his own back corner. ZEN chased off Diaz, and Diaz cannot make a meaningful save. Gotta give ZEN partial credit, as he is now playing the bump game. Chased Diaz up high, so he had to come down and make a save from up above the ball. He did not clear it away. He sent it right back into Atow, who scores. He makes it 3-2. Reveal wants a bump. You can see he's trying to decide where Atow's going to go after the boost pickup, and decided he's most likely turning back safely. So he picked that direction to go for the bump. Diaz, maybe when he didn't get the boost pickup, decided playing the ball was not the play. Instead, just dive through, get a demo. Zen and Atow both diving across to make this play. Reveal's going to get a boost steal. Keep them starved. Now, can they find a way to pass to each other? Diaz wants a bump. Zen lobs it up to Reveal, who has more boost than any of the defenders. Can he use it to convert? Diaz! Nice play. Diaz, quick double jump underneath this ball to make sure the shot chips up into the crossbar. He does not want Zen to get any sort of touch. So it needs to go high, it needs to go quick. That's what it does. 3-3 with 1:28 in this game number 3. Reveal just tapping this one away with 37 boosts. Now just boxes out Atow off the dribble, leading to a Diaz possession. Zen floats from behind the play. Does manage to get this save. Reveals follow-up shots off the post and outs. Diaz lobbing up to Reveal. Reveal has no follow-up off the ceiling. Can the SSG duo stay on offense? Big dunk from Reveal on Zen. Diaz actually going to get orange trail off this 50. It has been the SSG duo with the last few attempts, but Zen and Atow have had a strong counterattack game against everyone else they've played against. Ooh, nice turn and dive from Atow. He was low on boost and Zen was 0 recovering. So he needed a challenge right away or he'd have been stuck playing 2v1. Instead, he turned in. Now they're getting to play a little bit of 2v2 defense. Diaz, the only one who can get to this ball. Zen forced him to go quickly, though, without having any boosts. Are we going to see OT or 0-second wonder here in regulation? Catch from Diaz. 50 gets nothing. Atow goes demo. Has enough boost to get this out to Zen. Reveal missed. Zen shot is in by a couple pixels. Zen keeps it in the air, and on 0 seconds, Zen and Atow will win game number 3. Man, that was close. That was as close as it gets. But the ball is in the air, and Zen and Atow will get their second win. I wish they could do director cam with real player POV. It seems like it'd be pretty easy to add. Should we petition Rocket League to add it? Zen and Atow up 2-1. Zen misses his touch and will let Atow start off the dribble. Diaz and Real won game number 1. Zen and Atow get 2 straights. Had to win the last one in overtime, though. Atow getting fancy on the setup. Zen now with a psycho attempt. Oh, did not get it. And Reveal guessed that he wouldn't. Zen instantly says sorry, and Atow is hit him with a no problem. Zen, he was looking for all the marbles, and Reveal just said 90% of the time, those attempts people just miss. Maybe not 90% full miss, but 50% full miss. The other 40% are just not actual psychos. And then 10% of the time, people actually hit him. I guess it is Zen, but Reveal did not believe. And he paid off. Polar FX, thank you for the brand new tier 1. Appreciate you supporting the channel. Zen is ahead of this ball. Nice save by Reveal. Zen instantly drops a what a save because he recognizes just how good it was as well. Diaz recovers to the play to make a save. This one is high. They will not stop it forever. But a great first save from Reveal to get around that air dribble bump. And there was just nothing to be done on the follow-up, though. Zen to the side wall. Really heavy touch into the ceiling. And then musties this into a pass to Atow, who puts it posting in. My goodness. I wasn't sure if Zen was trying to go for this himself. Maybe he was. Maybe he just knew even if he couldn't get it himself, it'd be a great pass over to Atow. Great placement, though. If that is not posted in, I think Diaz's backflip finds a way to intercept it. Diaz deep in the blue corner as Zen's air dribble is met by Reveal. Diaz wall dashing, but still going to have a tough time creating anything here on the goal line. Atow taking one up to the ceiling. Reveal will meet him there for the challenge. Diaz catch, bump. Is there anyone? Oh, Zen! He doesn't need any help. He'll make the save all on his own. Reveal then did not shoot that high. I don't know if Atow is saying what a save from the previous save. I think Reveal had a chance there. We weren't seeing his POV. He is getting... Oh my goodness, no he isn't. He's not going to get the goal. Atow is going to get the last pixel out of the net in time. And it is still 2-1. Atow, a little pogo 50. Wasn't necessarily trying to set up any sort of pogo play, but needed to, in order to win his 50, to do that. Now, ZEN, this is a much easier redirect. Both of the goals have come off of ZEN missing redirects. The first one was greedy. This one is much lower, and I'd actually expect ZEN to hit that 90% of the time. So that might have been the 10% that he misses it. Again, SSG betting that he might miss and being rewarded. The kickoff plays are just so good. I mean, we just don't see any other duos scoring these as regularly as ZEN and Atow do. The wave dash shots is just exactly what the doctor ordered. And ZEN and Atow back up 3-2. Diaz, low 50. Reveal stuck around. Look at the faith from Reveal. Reveal is in front of the play with Diaz deep in the corner. A bad 50 sends this soaring away, and they have to rush back for a goal. Reveal says, no, I'm not worried. My guy's got this. He is going to 50 this through everybody, and I'll be around to tap it in for him. Reveal resets, leads to nothing. Atow getting bumps out ahead, tried to drop it back off to ZEN. Diaz, good turn to stop that from ever turning into a shot. Reveal missed, but really not the end of the world here as the ball stays in control of the orange team. Diaz able to get a little wall pinch to send it length of the field. Atow gets a demo, so it's ZEN versus Diaz. Diaz knows how to defend in ones, but it's not going to matter. ZEN's a pretty good 1v1er himself. ZEN air dribbles through, and at the moment he gets the resets, Diaz goes flying over the top. ZEN will use that to flip the ball in on the ground, and it's 4-3 for ZEN and Atow. ZEN not taking the dribble. Wants to bait in Diaz, and it worked out. Diaz was able to bump him, though. Prevent him from getting up in the air. And now it's actually SSG on offense. They might have ended up winning this exchange. Two players dive on the save. Reveal has a chance to follow it up. Did not get it. Still low boost for both of the blue team members. Atow makes a save on 0 and has bought himself time. Reveal floating behind the ball. ZEN goes flying past. Now he just needs to get it around Atow. He's popped it over the top. ZEN might have recovered by now. It's not going to matter. Every time you think one of ZEN or Atow are beats, they find a way to still make a play. ZEN is getting bumped in net right now, which means Diaz can go against nobody, but he couldn't get the double. Reveal should be able to shoot this. 4th goal for North America and South America. Diaz makes it tough. We'll say SSG. Reveal picking up a demo on ZEN. Minute left to go. Has a reset shot. Atow saves it. Diaz not going to shoot on the follow-up. Instead, going to play possession. Takes it out to the midfield, and Atow able to cut it off. Trying to make something happen on 0 boost. Diaz going to be able to starve him out. Atow still just diving on the ball. ZEN is going to have to play defense as the only member with boost. Reveal can't quite 50 it in. Atow still on 0. Will he ever get any more back? Diaz at ceiling height. This time around, Atow. Atow needed at least something there to challenge that. Reveal will try again. It's air dribble after air dribble. ZEN intercepts it, going for a read off the back wall. Sent it wide. Both EU players backing off. Diaz around 1. But you get around Atow, and you still have ZEN to deal with. Diaz grabs a demo, wants another bump. Atow's up early to be able, I should say, to stop that bump attempt. Now ZEN on a dribble gets dunked down. Overtime in game number 4. Kickoff fairly neutral. Reveal going to try and take it to the back corner. And might have the first chance here. ZEN up on the wall to force him to go early. And that ball is dropped over to Atow, who's looking for ridiculous shots. Did not put it on target. Now Diaz and Reveal will have time. Reveal getting it into a carry and flick. We've seen ZEN and Atow backing off often with Diaz and Reveal getting chances to set up possession. I don't think we see the same from Diaz and Reveal. When they push the ball into the blue half, they're looking to turn and dive, it feels like, as much as possible. Right now, they are pushed back, though. Interception from Diaz. ZEN just takes the shot, and it's in! You don't need fancy mechanics if you can just boom the ball. And ZEN sees a high ball that he can just slam in. 102 kilometers per hour, and he bet that Reveal could not react in time. He was right. ZEN and Atow up 3-1 in this best of 7. $22 shots for Diaz and Reveal. 22 shots to 9. Diaz and Reveal are spending a ton of time on offense, turning on every ball and trying to make something out of every possible possession. But in this game, not to no avail, but not enough avail. ZEN is no longer a Season 4 Grand Champion. Brutal. Surely it wasn't because of me. Game number 5. Diaz and Reveal able to stop the early goal that ZEN and Atow are often able to get. Diaz didn't like that setup. He's going to try again. ZEN intercepts it. Reveal slams one to the backboard. Atow not there quick enough, but did stop Reveal from getting an angle on the shot. Reveal would have to go slower if he wanted to score it. So he did force him to just go backboard to try and create a chance for Diaz. Atow intercepting the Diaz dribble. Reveal drops over to Diaz. He has 2 backboard defenders to deal with. Wants a dunk. Can't force it past ZEN. Diaz pass upfield to Reveal. Shot is denied. Atow able to put it off the crossbar and have it bounce up. But this is how ZEN is off chasing Diaz. He's off the midfield chasing Diaz. We got to go Diaz POV. Diaz is out here with ZEN, chasing him down, trying to get him. He says, I don't care. Runs past him and gets the goal. ZEN has really turned up the physical gameplay and the search for demos playing against these two. And Diaz going to get another early kickoff goal for the duo that isn't ZEN and Atow. Seems to be pretty rare. Diaz beat one, and ZEN had not gotten back in net, had instead gone for boost. A crusty cow, thank you for the raid of the 8 million viewers. W raid. Atow gonna make it a 1-2 game by just dunking this kickoff to the net and getting a follow-up. ZEN sees Diaz in the air. I think was trying to go slowly on the dribble to force Diaz to miss. Diaz still made great contacts, and Reveal was almost able to shoot around Atow. But here goes the relentless turning on rotations from Diaz and Reveal. They do their best to never have to play. Oh my goodness, what a dunk. Just got absolutely dunked, and Atow decides to let it roll in for extra effect. Reveal just got it stolen away and straight to the nets. Kickoff works perfectly. ZEN just didn't go to it. On the diagonal, ZEN did not go. Reveal sees nobody there and then just rolls one at Atow, which cannot be what he wanted to do, because it doesn't seem like that makes sense in very many contexts. But ZEN and Atow, I think I get another one. No. Reveal able to stop two quick kickoff goals. In every other match that ZEN and Atow has played, it's not been just their kickoff game that has gotten them the win. They have destroyed in every facet of the match. But you can make an argument that the big difference between these two right now is just how many free goals they've been able to farm within 5 seconds of the kickoff. ZEN flicking this one to the backboard. Diaz actually does decide to let it bounce down. But very important that he's there, because ZEN doesn't give up on the double unless he's sure that Diaz will take it away from him. ZEN gets that demo now. Atow trying to find ZEN. Tough angle to shoot from. Atow, if he had known Reveal was going to miss, definitely could have dove and scored, but hard to make that guess. ZEN does finally get one of his redirects. And Atow was upfield to try and make something out of it, but he could not get it on target. Diaz, air dribble denied by Atow. Reveal trying to turn in. ZEN was hoping to get him a bump on the way there, but did not connect on it. ZEN will eventually get it. He is out for blood and insists on getting his demo. 3-2 lead, a minute 40 away from ZEN and Atow, finishing off the series win with what I believe is called the gentleman's sweep. Oh no, gentleman's is getting 3, then letting the other team win, right? I don't know, dude. Maybe we shouldn't name sweeps. But 4 straight after dropping game 1. ZEN dunking this one away. Reveal's going to run ahead for the bump pressure. Atow pre-jumping. He's staying floating in the air. Diaz is waiting it out, making sure he has to leave, and yet Atow still gets to the ground and back up. ZEN will dunk off the back wall and might have a chance at another shot. Diaz recovers to keep it a 1-goal game. ZEN looking for a bump as he flies around the back wall. Diaz in control with boost. Multiple defenders to beat, I should say, as his flick is denied by Atow. Atow drop off to ZEN, who still has some boost left for a shot. Diaz makes the save. They're running out of time. If NA wants to bring it back, heavy side flip off the side wall directly into Atow, gets himself demoed. Reveal might have to do most of this work by himself as Diaz waits to respawn. He is here now, and Atow just dunked away that moment that felt like when Reveal and Diaz could start to create an attack. ZEN is up early. Diaz needs to get around Atow, and he gets up. Atow got up fast enough. You could see Diaz very intentionally trying to pop it over the top of his early challenge and still wasn't able to beat him. Atow, the speed, might have just locked in the game. Diaz and Reveal have 0 boost to work with. I can't imagine a world in which they keep this up. It will hit the ground, and ZEN and Atow, they've won. They won a double. They have 1,000 in the bank, and they're going for 2,000. Jeez. All right. Here's the deal. I'm not sure what our wheel should look like for this final spin. I'm not going to be able to do another one today, though. Unless another NA duo wants to go right now. All right, we might be able to get an NA duo for 2,000 for Zen and Atow. Let me see if Zen and Atow can go again. There's a chance they can't go again, but if they can, we'll run it. Can you please make chat being on screen optional? No can do. You're going to have to deal with those Scorteen 39 straight to the face. 3-minute ads either way. Let me show this. This is a 4-1. We might have another NA duo for level 6. It depends if they can go right now. All right, they're doing it. FK Kofer. First killer, Kofer. For 2,000, level 6.
Have you ever had a dreams that you have you do what you could you do what you want you could do so you do you could you want them to do as much you could do anything. Following that Skago of the 713 Chesnuber 1439 in the Scorteen 39 1439 of Oct 1439 bytes gone 143 scrolling 1439.
Boy, they don't know what's going on right now.
Scale spread across that spacet and was adopted worldwide by that 1912.
Boy, there's a lot of people in chat who don't know what just happened, okay? You gotta understand. Chat, feel free to type !point play right now. We're not gonna get a match in before this next one. We're just waiting for like 30 seconds for me, and then I think a restroom break, but then we rip. All right, it's game time. Chat, here we go. I did not show the full board of the Double or Nothing, but this is a Double or Nothing match. I'll just tell you what's been going on here. We have another North American matchup to watch. It is First Killer and Kofer, who are going to look to try and take down Zen and Atow, who have won a ton of 2v2 matches in a row. They are looking for their 6th win in a row. Nobody has ever even gone for a 6th win in a row, I'm pretty sure. This is the first duo to attempt it. $2,000 on the line if they're able to win it. If not, the D.O.N is going to North America. That's right. You've heard it here now. If First Killer and Kofer can take it down, we will set them up a North American D.O.N to see who they can't beat, because the rest of the opponents are European. if you were just tuning in or hopefully watching back all of the VODs on YouTube, you notice Reveal and Diaz gave their best shot previously, but were not able to take down this very tough duo. ZEN and Atow will look to see if they can get another set of North American victims. This time with the Rebels. Shopify Rebellion having to come through in the lower bracket to the kickoff land, but they did make it. Nice save from FK, but Atow is going to be able to finish this one off, and ZEN and Atow will score first yet again. ZEN, nice double first killer, an insane read, honestly, to be in that spot to make the save. But Atow makes it all for naught. ZEN gonna have his ground pinch denied. First killer and Kofer are a duo that I think has been winning recent 2v2 Cash Cups or 2v2 tournaments that they have played in over in North America. Obviously, the duo that everyone would say is the best duo in North America didn't even make this LAN. And what's crazy is this is one of the easier ones to make. You could get top 6 and still make the LAN. But Daniel in Beast Mode and NRG having a little bit of championship hangover, did not qualify and therefore are not in Europe and not able to play on low ping. I do think instead we're throwing some of the best North American duos available at ZEN and Atow, with Diaz and Reveal in the last game, and now First Killer and Kofer. Or Kofli, I guess, who is trying to steal aura from Drally right now. ZEN, reset shot denied. I think it's been all offense for ZEN and Atow. Let me do a quick shots check. It is 8-3 right now, and Atow will get a second goal to make it 2-0. ZEN not heading to the kickoff when he is there on the diagonal. That led to an immediate goal. The last time they ran that kickoff play against Reveal and Diaz, this time it's not going to work as well. ZEN pass back to Atow, pass back to ZEN. Big passing play, shot is in, it's a goal. 3-0. ZEN and Atow are looking like how they looked when they played against their fellow EU teammates, or not EU teammates, but EU opponents, which is they absolutely farmed them, and it seemed like they quickly would get 3-goal leads and then look for freestyles over just trying to win the game. No question that the SSG duo were able to stop that trend. It had to be, a hard sweat from ZEN and Atow. It had to be even a switch up of their playstyle, a lot more physical gameplay ZEN and Atow brought out in order to get the win. And I expect First Killer and Kofer to be more the same, at least eventually, but no question, in the first 3 minutes, ZEN and Atow back to comfortably in control. ZEN popping this one up. Atow slowing down his boost in order to get a reset. 50. Will get stopped by Kofer. Kofer pass upfield. First Killer just slamming the backboard. Now First Killer shot on target. Atow will deny it. ZEN resets. Dunk. And now Atow, oh my goodness. They just keep getting one more touch. Every time you think they're done with it, they find another. Atow got the reset and used that for the wave dash in order to pop this up and get it out to ZEN. ZEN waited there and made it 4-0. First Killer trying to get his team's first goal on the board. We have not seen Kofer and First Killer play much offense yet. First Killer picks up a demo. Kofer not electing to try and pass upfield to First Killer instead. An air dribble of his own. Felt like they could have potentially rushed if they wanted to take advantage of the demo and see if they could get some offense going. Instead, they decide to slow play. It's not going to pay off quickly. It's ZEN and Atow back in control. And a demo leaves a 1v1 that Atow wins 5-0 for ZEN and Atow. Next, says First Killer. I didn't see that till now. Game 1. going to Zen and Atow. Game number 2. First Killer and Kofer playing from EU. They are in Europe in preparation for the upcoming LAN starting tomorrow. Europe will finish out their first regional, then North America. That is why we've been able to get these perfectly fair ping matchups. Still probably a slight home advantage for those of you out there who want to cope for North America. To the players who have not had to switch time zones, have continued to play in their normal place. First Killer, or I say normal, they're probably at the venue, but not crazy difference. I believe their time zones perfectly match. First Killer on the board, and the first lead for them will come in game number 2. And a much needed lead after game 1 was a 5-0 forfeit. ZEN on an air dribble past Kofer. Kofer making sure to tap this away to not allow Atow a follow-up. ZEN using his jump to push himself down just slightly in hopes of getting the perfect read on the sidewall redirect, but still wasn't able to make connections. ZEN trying to pass over the top of this challenge. First Killer read that and got the bounce off the ceiling. Kofer going to make it 2-0 as Atow drops the sorry, and all of a sudden the team that had absolutely no offense at all has started to get it figured out and has even made Atow and ZEN look human. It was rumored in the offseason that there was a chance. Nice fake. Atow gets his team on the board by just picking up the ball and pretending to make a play. There was talk that First Killer was maybe going to be moving to EU to join Vitality and team with ZEN. That did not end up working out. Is there bad blood between them now? No, obviously not, but we could play it up for the sake of this match. Atow. Reset dunk. Has put his team on offense. First Killer around to make a save. The Rebellion duo have boost to work with. Atow pre-jumped. First Killer going to pass to himself. Does pick up the dribble. Wanted the demo to try and get past ZEN, but ZEN survives around it. And keeps the deficit at only 1. ZEN so fast, stealing this one away from First Killer and then lobbing it up in front of the net. 50, and Atow should be able to follow it. This setup is not good enough if Atow has to be the one to take the shot, but ZEN gets Kofer to commit himself and leaves his teammate available for the final dunk in. Something that ZEN would not have been able to do, likely on low boost, but a perfect play off the back wall. ZEN has this equalized. ZEN deciding that shot not good enough, which is probably true, but Atow shot it towards the net, and ZEN just said, "Nah, I'm saving it. I'm saving it the way I want to. It's going to have to be better than that if I let it pass to the net." Technically a good decision if you don't want to lose possession and you think the shot is just going to get saved away and boomed away. Atow air dribble all the way from the back wall. Kofer boost steal, still got a challenge on the ball. Nice pre-flip pop, but it will lead to a First Killer clear. And First Killer, the physical play, bumps ZEN off. Ooh, ZEN got it back though with a demo. He might have been able to land and get that angle if it weren't for a quick recovery from ZEN. that took first killer off the map and made it easy. Atow pinching this one away. ZEN. Now Kofer. Full field dribble. Reset dunk to the backboard. What does first killer want to do with it? He turned away and half flipped in order to keep it in play. Atow backing off here. This 50 going to be followed up by first killer himself. Kofer doesn't feel like there's a moment to actually challenge. So he is waiting out and looking for his chance. Now he will dive all over the ball as ZEN has us lost on director cam underneath this dribble. First killer 150, second 50 not one. So we'll drop back to Kofer, who's out ahead. Hook shot denied, but gives first killer a chance. Pass to himself off the ceiling. The dunk to the back wall. And not in, so now ZEN gets a dribble of his own. First killer and Atow trade, and Kofer can't make the save. ZEN will slide it for the lead. Atow loves himself a good demo. Kofer had boost to work with, but such a tough shot to try and react to. And all he can do is help force it in. Kofer resets. Wave dash, first killer got a demo for him, but didn't get both out of net. So Atow still around to make the save. ZEN got around the last back, and it's going to be 4-2. Atow drops with a nice one. It looks like Kofer, from his POV, was not expecting ZEN to be able to get back up and make a nice play that quickly. Dove in, left the net open, 18 seconds, very likely a ZEN Atow game win. Fake kickoff, or at least recognition, I should say, of the half flip kickoff. ZEN has decided he's not going to kickoffs when he's the lead diagonal anymore. And to be fair, it has gone decently well. No reason to change up that strategy. ZEN has sniped another long shot. 5-2, 2 seconds left to go. We'll get to look at one more kickoff. But ZEN and Atow are back to how it felt when they were playing against EU. A 3-goal win. And as a 5-0 win in game number 2. First killer and Kofer are going to have to keep up the pace of getting 2 more goals a game. And they should get there in time. By game 4, they'll win, and then they'll reverse sweep. Game number 3. First killer and Kofer got the early goals in the last one. That led to the game feeling like it could be taken by Rebellion. But ultimately, we've seen 10 goals for ZEN and Atow to the 2 that we have seen for first killer and Kofer. By all means, it's looking like it's going to keep going ZEN and Atow's way. Kofer able to deny this one. As first killer sidewall doubles. Atow tees it up for ZEN. Kofer breaks it up. Atow has pre-jumped. First killer has just one to beat, but Atow actually immediately started boosting backwards after his pre-jump, recognizing that he might have been out of position and knew he needed to make that save. Did just that. Atow wave dash on the ball. Doesn't get much of anything. Kofer out of boost decides to send the ball and roll it away to ZEN, which will lead to ZEN having possession and attempting a dunk here on first killer. Even though he didn't get the dunk, he did get a demo. 2v1 now. Kofer shadows away, and there's ZEN playing keep away. Turning back in and recognizing when it's just better to not let the other team touch the ball, even if it means putting it out of position slightly. ZEN over the top of first killer. Kofer, both him and first killer low on boost. He's just going to boom it away in order to buy them a bit of time. No goals yet in game number 3. ZEN will intercept. We actually saw the reveal Diaz match being played heavily on the blue half. You know, there was a game where the ZEN Atow duo was heavily outshot, but ended up winning in overtime. This match, not so much the case. ZEN and Atow have spent the majority of the time on offense and have the wins to show for it. Atow bumped off this attempt. Again, another clear, just another zero boost. Of course, Chad's making fun of me. Zero boost. Cheer. Oh, goodness, Chad. Oh, no. I tried to lean into it, and I did something even worse. Made another one. ZEN. Pogo? Oh, my goodness. Director Cam just committed a crime on humanity. Why would it switch off of ZEN's POV on this opening goal? Pogo shot from ZEN. Oh, the top of first killer. First killer in control off the kickoff. 180ing to get a possession going. Kofer resetting this out past ZEN, and Atow will reset on 100. First killer dives. Doesn't want to let them have too much sweet time in their corner. First killer pre-flip intercepted by Atow, who faked this one off. And ZEN, again, when he's not getting the ball, he's at least getting a demo and should be able to follow this one up. It wasn't on target without the additional touch. These guys are relentless all over the ball. 12 goals to 2 now for ZEN and Atow. First killer pogoing himself off of the inside of the nets. Kofer could afford to just create something on his own to get a spark going for this FK Kofer duo. Shot from Atow is in. 3-0. FK lobbed it up. He was in just a little bit too deep, and Atow's going to take advantage. Up to the ceiling, jumps down, and slams in the power shots. It bounces, but it's not saved. And it's 3-0 for ZEN and Atow. The ball is near the blue nets. And a chance to potentially score. First killer back passing as he tries to maintain possession. Atow. His flick attempt denied. ZEN gets past first killer on the reset. Tried to cut it into that near post. Kofer does make that save. But it just feels like first killer and Kofer are just trying to see the least amount they can lose by. Like, they're only playing defense. So if they're never having a chance to play any offense, they're not going to be getting goals. They're just seeing how many saves they can get. Here's a chance for Kofer. But Atow makes a save in and out. Feels like first killer and Kofer are going to have a really high conversion rate on every chance they get if they want to bring a game back. Atow to the ceiling, into the backboard. Still haven't seen the full-on freestyling that we've seen from ZEN and Atow when they've had leads in the past. First killer escapes past an early challenge and does make it 3-1. Is there a world? Any believers see 2 goals going in the next 14 seconds? ZEN again half flips on the kickoff where he's the front man on the diagonal. It does force them to make a quick save. Kofer gets a bump. First killer's shot is high. And if it was low enough, I think he felt like it was probably getting saved. So he had to snipe it crossbar down. This one will hit the ground. Game number 3 going to ZEN and Atow as well, as they're now one game away from having $2,000. When Annie does terrible this weekend, just remember you're the reason they'll be going in with terrible mental after these 2 series. I mean, just to be clear, this one has been tougher. I mean, the goal count kind of just tells a story. 13-3. I don't know what the goal count was for Reveal Diaz one, but it wasn't quite like this. $2,000 splits, by the way. He was just joking around anyways. I think everyone knows that just because you win or lose a 2s show match before the LAN doesn't affect necessarily how you're going to be playing. Daniel and Beast Mode have not played, but Daniel and Beast Mode are also not in EU because NRG did not qualify. I can't see. Restarting game, PC issues. All right, chat. Let's take a minute break. Everyone type their favorite DSC 1439. There's a good chance that people here in chat have never seen the emotes, and you know you have a chance to assimilate them. I hate fear. Okay, that's not what I said to type, right? You just type almost anything except for I hate fear, and that would be just fine. Happy birthday, Fear. Keep it real, OG. I will. It's easy to keep it real when you're 33 years old. You just... everything starts to come into clear vision for you. Chat, these guys are playing for... $2,000. Oh yeah, type exclamation point play if you want as well. But this is what I was going to show you. Maybe we can start rebuilding this while we wait for them to get back, because this has First Killer and Kofor on it now. So we have Atow. We have ZEN. They were able to beat Joyo and Seiko 3-1. They then played Yujin and Matzer, and they won 3-0. They then played Tempo and Raziers. They won that one 3-0. They then played Toxic and Smokes. Toxic and Smokes. They won that one 4-0. They then played this one that we just had. I actually might have to move it over here to make my screen bigger to actually... they've won so many times, it's breaking the system. They played Diaz Reveal. They won 4-1. And now they're playing First Killer Kofor, and they're up 3-0. But I won't type it in just yet because then it makes their win happen. So they're up 3-0. If they win here, $2,000, they can elect to double or cash out. Now, I'll be honest, chat. I have a limit, and it's not 32 million. I have a limit, and it's not 32 million despite what my very handy graphic says I could potentially go to. So I'll let you know. If they win and they decide to double up, then I will reveal whether or not we're done because they've gotten the max prize, or if they can go again. Big Easy, they give the 2 months prime. Bracket Brawler, they give the 20 months prime. The match is still going on. We're just waiting for FK and Kofor to re-arrive as they restart the game. Kofor, or it looks like FK just, or Kofor just joined the party. First Killer never left. Do I need to kick First Killer? Kicking First Killer. Is he back? Oh, he's back. Oh, I just kicked him for no reason. That's going to change his aura. Game number 4. ZEN and Atow versus First Killer Kofor. I thought First Killer was resetting his PC, and therefore he had PC issues. Sometimes you can get stuck in a lobby. ZEN's went for a turtle shot at the start of game 4. So I went to go kick him in order to bring him back. I swear. But unfortunately, he was already here. I was wrong. But it looks like that's not going to matter. Another good scoring chance for them. FK and Kofor now need 3 straight wins plus one more. They would need 3 straight wins to force Game 7, but it is a best of 7. So they would need 4 straight wins if they wanted to come away the victor. And they would start a Dawn-a-thon run of their own. I would bring the Dawn-a-thon to North America. That's right. These guys have earned it if they can take down the Zen and Atow duo. Problem is, they haven't been able to do so far. Kofor just threw me off. I thought for a second Atow bumped his own teammate. That was a great bump if you're not on the same team. His blue Falcons decal made me think he might have been on the blue team. But no, First Killer and Kofor are indeed playing on the same team. And First Killer going to create an opportunity here with a nice bump, sent Zen flying to the moon. And Kofor will have the easy tap in. First Killer trying to boom out a clear. Zen denies it. So now it's Atow versus Kofor. Kofor net makes a save and the quick dash to recover down to the ground. Now he has Zen in a 1v1. Lost control of it. And now it'll be Zen who has a chance to get a possession going. Kofor making sure to turn back into the play on low boost. Atow was gaming a 50 for his teammates, but didn't work out as well as he would have liked. Atow flick. Dude, Kofor keeps throwing me off with this blue car. But he does, in fact, take it away, as he would be expected to as a member of the orange team. Zen. Pogo shot again. Kofor reads it, stops it. And it is Zen and Atow right back on their relentless offense that we've seen from them all series long, even with First Killer and Kofor scoring first. Atow pre-flip does not make contact with the ball. Almost left an open shot to roll across the whole field. Zen will now take on the Diaz challenge. An air dribble from his back wall. Dunk. Not in. Kofor not able to pick up his own boost, though. A big deal here in being able to stop this offensive possession. Turn it back the other way. Looks like they still are searching for that dispossession as Atow gains control, flicks, and gets a goal. Stemming from that boost steal, they never can escape. And Atow is a pretty good 1v1er. First Killer is as well, but you let Atow go to work, he'll find a way to score. Flick is on target, 1-1. Not a bad game 4 so far from First Killer and Kofor. We have seen bits of pressure from them. Right now, what makes it seem tough is the fact that we've watched the 3 games before this one. Which would imply that Zen and Atow are moments away from taking control once again. And after this kickoff on the second goal, we have seen First Killer and Kofor on defense again. Zen, another air dribble from his own back wall. Resets, ends up dropping it off, leaving a fake. It does get taken away. Atow going to try and pinch it to the right side wall. Oh, what a snake. Just cut the ball away from Kofor to maintain possession. Now a flick is denied. Zen should have had an easier follow-up because both defenders committed, but he decided to back off and play it safe. I went for a side wall of his own. Atow just trying to position well for a 50, chaining some wall dashes to throw First Killer off. First Killer gets up, makes the save. Kofor up to First Killer, and he just sent it sailing. It was going to be a tough redirect. If he got it going quickly, they could have scored. Maybe even could have put themselves on the board in terms of games. Technically, even taking a game off of this duo is better than most opponents can do. But I have a feeling First Killer and Kofor are not going to be happy unless they take 4 games off these guys. Kofor around Atow and gets himself in front of the ball. Decent pass outs. Just going to stay diving. First Killer to the ceiling. Going to let it go down to the ground. If no one's going to challenge him, he's not going to be forced into the air. But Atow still does take it away. We see the orange team on extended offense, something that was a rarity in the first 3 games. They only have 12 more seconds, though, to convert it before their possession will reset forcibly. And maybe it's actually Zen's possession they need to worry about. Air dribble bump. No, gets sent to the ground. First killer can't get a follow-up. Atow, pass to the ceiling. Shot on target. Kofer will send it to the ground. And we do have an overtime. In game number 4, Zen and Atow 1 goal away from a sweep and locking in $2,000. Kofer popping this up after his teammate gets demoed. He does roll around the first defender. Zen able to stop that follow-up. They have Zen and Atow diving across the net. Can they eventually convert this for something? Zen recognizes a bad shot when he sees it. He goes for a soft touch in order to gain possession instead of just pouncing it back to the Rebellion squad. Kofer gets over the top of Atow but gets bumped away. It has been all offense for the Rebellion in the first 40 seconds of OT. Kofer will get a 50 and they're on the board. Down but not out. They scored 2 goals. This time it's enough because they held Zen and Atow to only 1. And NA stays alive in this best of 7. I have not revealed where I will be cutting off the prize. Basically, I'm not going to promise to pay out money I don't have, but I have yet to reveal how much that is. Theoretically, it could be upwards of 32 million. It's not. Game number 5. It seems like a tall task to hold Zen and Atow to 1 goal a game, but it seems like it's maybe what First Killer and Kofer are going to have to do if they want to try and bring this back. In the 3 games they lost, they let up 5, 5, and 3. They're still heavily outmatched in goals scored across the series. But if they can force a grindier game, one with slim margins, maybe they can win 3 more straights. Kofer reset. Oh my goodness, Kofer. We have yet to see really too many solo plays from anybody. But Kofer, oh, I guess I shouldn't even say it's a solo. First Killer did force Atow up. But a great dribble from Kofer into the top left. Made Atow challenge early. Zen, though, still had a decent read and a chance to make a play and did not. Kofer looking to shoot and does. 2-0. First Killer and Kofer in the lead and off of a kickoff as well. Something that has been farmed by the European duo. Kofer awkward off the kickoff. Zen lobbed this up. He saw the pre-jump, so he didn't even go to follow it. He just lets First Killer take it away and decides to save the boost himself. First Killer double. Misses wide. Zen lobs this one up. Shots over the top. First Killer and Kofer make it 3-0. What is going on right now? We watched 3 games of Zen and Atow domination. First Killer restarts the PC, and we're in a whole new world. Kofer flick with Atow in net. Atow save off the post. Launches it away. Zen is going for another bump. Says, why not? Atow's going to be bringing this ball over here. Atow to the ceiling. Cannot get back off to shoot before Kofer intercepts it. First Killer deciding not to challenge Shadow instead. Can they lock in this lead and grab another game off of the best duo we've probably seen in this format? First killer air dribble around Atow, or around ZEN, I should say. And he's trying to bump Atow. Kofor didn't feel like it was good enough. Maybe his barrier for commit as a last back has changed with a 3-0 lead. Something that we haven't seen before. Oh my goodness, first killer. What a reaction save. And then follow-up dunk puts his team out of defense. Atow even gives him a what a save. Shot from Kofor. Kofor is sniping the net right now. First killer and Kofor are close to doubling the amount of goals they've scored in the entire series in just this game. With one more goal, they will have doubled up their entire goals of the series up until this point in just game number 5. Kofor has this one intercepted by Atow. ZEN gets first killer to miss, so Kofor's going to have to defend against an air dribble bump, and he can't do it. Still holding ZEN and Atow to under 2 goals a game in their wins, if they can hold on, but still a ton of time. Don't let this one roll in for free. That would be not the way to do it. First killer out of the corner, gets a bump. Kofor has been diming shots at the perfect spot. Look at this pass from Kofor. Kofor has leveled up. They've done it. They've doubled up their score so far the whole series in just this game. 5-1. Every touch is golden from the North American duo. The rust is shaken off. The adrenaline is making up for the jet lag. And these guys are back in the series. Kofor diving here, cannot make that save, but Atow misses. It's just been a full swing of momentum. First killer and Kofor playing it better than before. Every touch seems to be magic, and on top of that, ZEN and Atow feeling the pressure slightly, missing here and there when normally they never do. ZEN is coming off the ceiling. First killer is not going to entertain them being able to pass to each other as he ground pinches this one away. And very likely they've locked in another game win. We started talking about ZEN and Atow's prize. We started talking about whether or not they're going to be able to double up or not. Kofor feels so comfortable. He's not even moving. There's the next. Wait, change team. I don't have admin anymore. I lost admin somehow. Hopefully I have it back for the next one. All right, we're hopping out. We need to pull these guys back in, though. Spoken Promises, thank you for 33 months. It is 3-2 now. Mr. Kofor. There he is. And what was that last game? 5-1? Game number 6. ZEN and Atow versus first killer Kofor. First killer slamming the crossbar as the start of his offense. Waiting this one out as he feels no pressure in order to get himself a solid dribble. Kofor, I'm starting to believe. Anybody else in chat? Every time I see Kofor on the ball now, I'm expecting greatness, and I think I just saw greatness right there. ZEN says sorry. Kofor drops the ball down and chases ZEN off this play. Maybe ZEN was afraid of the bump or not. Either way, he does not make contact. And it's a free tap in for first killer. North America is back in the lead. Kofor chasing down a bump. First killer is actually the one to make contact, though. And now ZEN chasing down a bump the other way. Kofor got a demo. Oh, a demo by first killer on the recovery. A last-second save. The double demo keeps first killer and Kofor in the lead. ZEN is chasing down another demo. First killer in net. Able to dodge it. Make the save. I think ZEN pulled off. Decided he wasn't going to catch up in time. Kofor now. What's he going to give us this time? A pass that gets dunked by first killer. ZEN is looking for blood now. He's had enough. He doesn't want any defenders left. So Atow's pogo shot goes directly into Kofor. First killer and Kofor getting the feel for the series. They seem to be lighting up here in the latter half. Still only a 1-0 lead in this one, though. I believe they've held ZEN and Atow to singular goals, but this counterattack is going to be easy. There's the Kofor sorry as he creeped up too far, and Atow and ZEN connect to the counter. You hold anybody to 1 goal a game, and you're likely to win. But ZEN and Atow already have their 1 goal. And they got 3 minutes to try and get another. First killer getting dunked. First killer backing off. Tried to fake a challenge, get Atow to get rid of the ball. Atow did not. And instead, Atow takes it across the net and is able to force first killer out of a good position. And ZEN will follow it up and in 2-1. ZEN and Atow have been getting so many kickoff goals in this series. They had come to a halt, but they're back as Atow reads the Spanish, chips it to the crossbar, and dunks it in. It is first killer and Kofor who were really throwing the mix-up in. They were the ones going for a fake and bump. But Atow seemed to have read it from a mile away and punishes them for it. 3-1 now. Can first killer and Kofor win a game where they have to put up 4? Previously, we would have said it wasn't possible, but they did have an offensive flurry to force the next call out of these two in game number 5. First killer with the speed. Kofor swinging around. Did just throw it directly at Atow instead of trying to make him miss. First killer, control to the back wall. Atow just undercutting in order to stop first killer from being able to continue his dribble, and then trying to let ZEN go to work. ZEN was doing it with heavy touches, though. Kofor just got around 2. First killer has a chance on the low boost. ZEN, Kofor's chasing him down as well, and first killer outplays him. You can see the early sorry. Atow had already dropped it as soon as he missed his challenge. He knew the position he had left ZEN in. And first killer able to make the play with Kofor forcing the early jump from ZEN. A minute 45. Kofor picks up the midfield, so the kickoff is in favor of North America. ZEN misses on his challenge. First killer dives. Kofor keeping it in play. First killer just waiting patiently here in this corner, looking for the right play. Not going to force the issue if he feels it's not there. Kofor off the back wall. Immediate adjustment of the dribble in order to get around Atow, and now back towards the net. A third one, why not? Great aerial mechanics from Kofor. Oh, first killer missed. That's going to be a goal. 4-2. An expert dribble. But first killer thought all he needed to do was grab the 100 boost, and he'd have the advantage. But Atow makes it happen on 0. 2-goal lead. Kickoff goal probably needs to go in favor of North America, and instead it looks like another one for EU. First shot isn't in. ZEN tried to make him miss again by chipping it high. They didn't, but they're both on low boost. And even if they don't score immediately, first killer and Kofor needed possession. They needed to be in control. They needed to get a goal and save some time, but maybe First Killer can make up for that now with a nice 50. He'll force it in. 41 seconds to get the last one. First Killer rolls up and dunks in, says thanks to the sorry. Double sorry from ZEN and Atow. They have had decent kickoff plays at times. It is a standard kickoff from both. ZEN gets the advantage by getting the 100 boost at the midfield on First Killer. Kofor does connect on his challenge. FK on 0, trying to get as big of a clear as he can with what he's got. Another chip on 0. Kofor's going to have a chance here. Taken to the skies. Atow has boost. ZEN does not. Reset. Air dribble. Top right corner. ZEN denies it. Can they keep this pressure going, though? First Killer did not turn back on the ball. Didn't feel like he could beat Atow to it, so he reverses all the way to his own half. 5 seconds. It's going to have to be through the air from Kofor. ZEN, as pre-jumped it already, slams it to the ground. ZEN and Atow will win, this time in Game 6. And they have $2,000 that they maybe can or cannot double up. They'll have to choose. First, we find out if they want to double up. Let's play our tense music. They said double. Okay. Chat. It was a 4-2 against First Killer and Kofor. ZEN and Atow have decided to double. Here's the thing. I have limited prize pool. I cannot pay out money I don't have. So I've already paid out 1,000 to Nas and a few 500s here and there. When I run out of prize pool, the Donathon will be over. So does it end at 2,000? Chat, I've had a great time. Whether this is the end or not, it's been fun running these matches. Of course it's not the end! Are you kidding me? We keep going! 4,000 on the line for ZEN and Atow's next best of 7. But here's the thing. I'm not spinning no wheel for this one. I'm not spinning no wheel. We are gonna find the toughest possible opponents. No longer is it random. I let them know, just to be clear. I let them know their opponent was not gonna be random if they did double. They still wanted to double. We are gonna find the toughest possible twos matchup. It's not gonna happen now. We're done now either way. I don't know if it'll be a North American duo. It'll probably be an EU duo. It'll probably be after the LAN. They did say they could maybe play during the NA day, but maybe we'll do it like after the NA day, but probably not. It'll probably be after the LAN. I'll have to work it out with them. Chats, give me your best duo. Chat already is. Monkey Moon Nupo, TRK Nupo, Seiko Drally. They've actually already beat Seiko, so Seiko is not an option. Nas and Vatira, Nas is still an option. I think people really want to see TRK Nupo. That's what I feel like chat probably wants to see the most. We could do Nupo Drally, but here's what we're doing for now. For now, we're running marbles, and then we're calling it a day. Tweet at me. Tweet at me who you think should be the final duo. That is if we only have $4,000. Maybe we have 8,000. I honestly haven't checked recently. Cue it up, chat. Cue it up. We're gonna run ads. After the ads, we're running this marbles. Thanks for hanging out today, chat. Follow the stream. If you've enjoyed this format, if you've enjoyed these show matches, I'll try and get them to you as much as I can. I don't know if we're going to be able to get an NA crossover. It'll probably be an EU crossover. Or not an EU crossover, just an EU matchup. Maybe a MENA matchup.
1439 is to submit, to witness it is to believe, to understand it is impossible. Fear may cast the match, but Score Team 39 cast the judgment. Score Team 39 in reverence, Score Team 39 in penance. Score Team 39 only if you are ready to ascend.
Score Team 39, as you can see. Chat, type exclamation point play. If you win, you get yourself a sub. And if you lose, you get to leave for 2 weeks. It's great. 23 hours. I said the Donathon ends either when the timer hits 0 or when I run out of prize pool. We're not out of prize pool yet. Me and you versus Zen and Atow. If we score a goal, they lose everything. I don't think we could do it. You will leave forever. We do need to get going quick here, though. I went way later than I was supposed to. But obviously that was worth it, right? We all agree. So quick. Type exclamation point play.
When I'm ready to go to sleep, I grab my laptop and get in bed. I open my laptop.
I'm getting way ahead of myself. I'm like starting to do prep to end the stream and get out of here.
With the laptop
turning lights off already.
When the video is done, I close my eyes and can still see Score Team 39's face while I go to sleep. It's the only.
All right, chat. You guys ready? We're gonna actually start early, before the ads even end, because we gotta get going. The people who have ads will be back before, you know, the marbles race ends. Yo, Feer, thanks for giving us a $4,000 game. Gotta choose this right. We'll get a nice one. We'll get a good one. We'll hype it up. First, most importantly, you guys should follow the stream and play in this marbles. Who is the best duo to play these guys? I mean, there's an angle for just saying Oski Toxic Redemption. Oski Toxic beat them. They have played Toxic already though, so that would go against the rules. I think chat really wants to see Newport TRK or a NAS plus teammate maybe of choice. The question is, would NAS's teammate of choice have already played? If we can convince Nupo TRK, I think that's the play. Banana Head. Wait, Banana Head Torsos? Imagine. Do Nupo and TRK get money if they win? So how it was working before is they would get to start the streak of their own, which they could. But if they wanted to say just play this one, we could maybe work something else out. John Kami was the first one here, but then he just fell off. Arter, King of the Marbles. Oh, it's got to be a new King of the Marbles, right? The subs are there. Oh my goodness, you guys got absolutely scammed. Koi remains king. Koi remains king. How did you let this non-sub beat you? It's his first time typing exclamation point play as well, and he followed 21 minutes ago. W Crave made. W Crave made. Congratulations. Clappy. Louie. Chat, I had a great stream today. I know we didn't do the full 5 hours that we do for the Dawn-a-thon normally, but my voice has needed the help, and it's honestly probably going to die over the weekend. Nebula is actually safe. Chat, say goodbye to the winner of a 2-week ban. Anxes. And say goodbye to me. I'll see you tomorrow for the kickoff LAN. Watch party right here. Drops turned on. Thanks for hanging out today. Later, gamers.
Annihilus has the bomb.